Everybody at home. We'd like to welcome y'all to the Black Passion Experience. Come on. I hear y'all. Something about the way you stare into my eyes. I know that I don't make things clear. I fall for you every time I try to resist you. We can get away, palm trees, beach views, and every day. All I wanna hear is inhibitions of replay, sitting right next to you. I try not to show how I feel about you. Wish we could wait, but we don't really want to. I just wanna get away, sitting right next to you. Hey, I don't wanna kiss you, but I just want to feel you, feel you. I want you around, around. I want you around, around. I want you around. You know that I want you. I want you around, yeah. Around, around, around. Hey, come through. I think I need you here. I swear it's hard to keep these feelings to myself. Now you're the one I'm thinking of, my higher ground, my rocket love. Forever need a rebel, stay right here. We can get away, palm trees, beach views on every day. All I wanna hear is inhibitions of replay, sitting right next to you. I try not to show how I feel about you. Wish we could wait, but we don't really want to. I just wanna get away, sitting right next to you. Hey, I don't wanna kiss you, but I just wanna feel you, feel you. Hey, I want you around, around. Around, yeah.
Well, in 5'9" attitude with noise, just my size, not too short, too tall. The way I like her with a quarterback with the boots to match. She got her earrings from Tiffany's, makeup from Mac. Well, so what's your name? What you getting into? I'm trying to do what you trying to do. Hang with you and your group. I would have hollered long time ago, but back then you was stuck up dope. You grew up in a time of dawn and you got your game right. I'm thinking that it's time that you let me in your life. And I ain't the type to be pressing you out, calling your phone off the late night, stressing you out. Well, we can smoke the J and just chill. Listen to music by Doc and Krista is real. But anyway, when I to wrap you up, well, here's my phone number, hit me up. And she said, yeah.
I don't wanna kiss you, but I just wanna feel you, feel you. I want you around, around. I want you around, around. I want you around. You know that I want you. I want you around. Hey, wanna believe what you say, but I hate you on most days. You've been testing my faith and my patience. Yeah, and you know that I be headstrong, 'cause you know that you be dead wrong, telling me to relax when you react. I'd rather fight, don't sleep at night, at least you're alive. Yeah, yeah, I have to choose my heart or you. I'm gonna lose, yeah, but if nothing ever will change, yeah, I'm caught between your love and the hard place, yeah, but I wish there was a right way. I'm caught between your love and the hard place. So, hey. Do I even have a choice when I'm gonna have to pick my poison? It hurt me so good, so good. Even when you're cautious, you're the one to wipe them away. Maybe that's the reason I stay. I'd rather fight, lose sleep at night, at least you're alive. Yeah, I have to choose my heart or you. I'm gonna lose it, but if nothing ever will change it, I'm caught between your love and the hard place. Girl, I wish there was a right way. I'm caught between your love and the hard place.
Fucking with a ball chick. And yes, she got the ball swim drop top just to see your fall chick. And she was wearing red bottoms the other day when we shopping. She just called up and told me money ain't an option. Cash rules everything around me. Blink. Well, baby, here's the keys in your city. No need to ring. Got her thinking that she all that. Trying to plan a nightcap. Shit is getting real though. I whisper in her ear, yo. I know that you be thinking and saying that I'm the one. And what we did last night, yeah, baby, was fun. But it just was one night. Call me on the late night. Shit, this ain't no great right. Well, fuck, great night. Now she looking mad. Her feelings, she just devoted. I told her, so that baby, don't worry, just leave throwing it. Got her looking in her eyes. What she trying to do? Well, I can see through her eyes that she trying to do. And she said, me too, yeah. Open the gates up one time back. Hey, Will. Party going on. Hey, stay. We got a party going on. Hey, Foot. We got a party going on. In that view. In that view, let's go. Party on a Sunday night. Hey, Southside. Party on a Sunday night. Yeah. Party on a Sunday night. And let 'em work. Hey, Ray, come go. Where the gun goes out, Ray. Work, come on. You feeling good out there, Katie? Baby man. Yeah, damn, Ray. Hey, Will, lock down. Come on. It's ever rains, there's work. Work. This is how we gonna give y'all this black fashion experience right here. Yeah. We had to get back to y'all. I know y'all social distance and everything, right? We had to get this crate back to you. But now check, y'all. Shout out to the fans and stands, y'all. Happy birthday going out to you, Gigi. Happy belated birthday going out to you, Free. Happy birthday going out to you, Two Foots. We're like this. Pull up to the demon, don't go. We're looking like I still do fraud. On the down with the garage. Well, this is G-shit, BT shit. Pull up on the demon, don't go. We're looking like I still do fraud. On the down with the garage. Hey, Bravo.
I'm off the leash now, Prada shoes and mean style. I'm making my way still by any means now. It's Bravo on the microphone. You catch me at the go-go when the beat flow. I spit a fucking cyclone. See, I'm the rapper they don't want to discuss, but a rapper black passion that I know says enough. Get your favorite rappers, all the ass niggas.
Since we have talked to you guys, since we've seen you guys. No, I'm not. It seems like forever since we talked to you guys, since we've seen you guys. We have legitimately missed y'all. Like, this is our therapy. This is our way to get through life.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pre-COVID-19, during COVID-19, in between whatever 19, 22, 47 huts that's going on.
Say huh?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Whole little football. I just call it a whole play, whole route, everything. It's all right. It's okay. It's all right.
Yeah.
Sports are not her thing, ladies and gentlemen. It's not. She'll make the beer runs for you.
Definitely will.
She'll go get your chicken too.
Anything, snacks,
Yep.
blunts,
Yep.
whatever you need.
Yep.
That's me. You can continue to watch the game.
Yep. She'll drop your belligerently drunk friend off at home too,
Hey.
so the party can continue.
Yeah.
Please don't
I know
die.
you don't want to miss nothing. I don't care because I'm not watching.
Sports are amazing. I miss them. I've been watching old football games, old basketball games, old boxing matches. I even went back and watched FloJo run.
Oh, you've been bored.
No, I miss sports. I'm going through withdrawal. It is a thing for me.
I've been binge watching episodes.
This is a thing for me.
Seasons.
No, I don't care about that. I need sports. I'm going through withdrawal. It's like an addiction. It's bad.
I realized binged watch Animal Kingdom.
No, ma'am.
It's not about animals.
I don't.
It's about-
ESPN, please.
It's about gangsters and robbing stuff.
ESPN, please.
On TNT.
ESPN, please.
Yeah. I watched
Please,
all
I
4
don't.
seasons.
No, thank you. Please, I need sports back. I know it's not going to be the same without a crowd, but I need them.
I'm the wrong person.
Can you heathens please stay home so we can get out of lockdown? Shit.
Did you just call them heathens?
Yes. Can you heathens please stay home so we can get out of lockdown?
She called y'all heathens.
Can you please wear your proper PPE? Can you
I
please
ain't
stop
heard that since my
going
great-grandmother
to
was alive.
Target and Walmart every day like it's the club? It's no reason for y'all to be going places you don't need to be and acting the way you don't need to act in the places that you're not even supposed to be at. You heathens. Please.
Y'all are heathens.
Heathens, please. But at any rate, this week in GoGo, I've seen a lot of things. I've seen a lot of things shifting, transforming, and taking place. I will tell you what I got into this week in GoGo was, and this is no lie, I have gone back and watched every show from tourist season. I needed it. I needed it.
I've watched New Impressions, the first one, yet again.
Yeah, I did that too.
So I think I'm at 8 now.
I'm at 9 with them.
Oh,
I
shit.
definitely watched the episode with Scooby again.
Yes.
I went back and watched the episode, of course, with Big G. Shout out to both of them who are both sources. Amazing men in GoGo. I did go back and watch the episode with T-Bob too. What a lot of people don't know about me is I have really bad anxiety. And I am very hard on myself. So I cannot watch the playback from an episode the same night or the next day. Like if it's a live portion, I can watch that. Like I went back and I watched Black Passion perform. But I didn't want to watch the rest.
That's because she know we off the hook.
Well, I critique everything I do.
I'm off the hook.
And with this brand being a brand that's growing, I don't want to nitpick. And I know to y'all it seems like I'm nitpicking when I'm like, please don't do this. Let's not do that. It's not that I'm nitpicking. It's the fact that we have people who actually are watching. And I want to give them our best. Not saying that what we do is not good enough, but in order for us to reach the next level, we have to grow. And that means from fun to structure. Sorry. When you treat it like a hobby, you get nothing out of it. I'm just saying. The whole purpose for you to do the things that you do is for it to become lucrative for you. Not just spiritually and emotionally, but hopefully financially. It's supposed to put you in a better place. Otherwise, you're just investing time pointlessly. So, with that being said, I've been working all week. Literally. But not just working. So y'all stay tuned.
You've been working here, huh?
You know it. You know it. It never stops. It's horrible. I laid down Saturday. Friday night, Saturday morning. I laid down. I was like,
By yourself?
of course. No, Soldier was there. That's a lie. Snoring. So I lay down.
I didn't mean the dog.
Yeah, I don't know what you're expecting. So I lay down. Soldier was there snoring. I got up to pee. And in the middle of me walking up the steps, I immediately ran back down the steps to get my notebook because an idea popped in my head. And then I forgot I had to pee, and I was up writing for an hour. And then by the time I got sleepy, guess what?
Skirt. How do you forget you have to pee?
Because I got caught up in my idea. My thought processes are a little different than a lot of other people's.
So your bladder wasn't hurting?
I didn't think about that. That wasn't a thing. That's not a thing. In the middle of being a creative, sometimes some things have to wait. Food, bathroom, conversations, personal life.
Maybe the personal life, but my bladder.
It went away for an hour until I tried to lay back down, and then it came back. And then I was back up for another hour. Anyway, I'm not crazy. I'm a creative. Things happen. It's not like I wore a diaper to ride across country to kill someone's mistress. I didn't do any of that.
We're gonna call it. That's what we're gonna call it. A creative.
I'm not.
That's the new name for crazy.
Judge your auntie who wears her wig backwards. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Her part should not be at the nape of her neck. That's not a thing. Judge her. Judge your little cousin who thinks 1 + 1 is H. Judge him too. Don't judge me.
1 + 1.
Yep, judge him.
Did she say H?
Yes.
Nephew, did she say H?
I'm just saying.
1 + 1 = 8.
Yep.
Okay.
So, you guys know that weekly we have the most awesome tech support team in ABX. They do everything from our studio, our audio, our visual, to flipping the space for live performances, just to wellness checks to make sure we're okay. Nigga, you don't answer. Do you want to talk about that? You don't want to have that conversation, do you? On the air? Is that what you want to do? Oh, all right. They do weekly wellness checks to make sure we're okay. They promote, they share, they push our show. And I push theirs. I can't tune in because I'm at work, but I am going to binge watch them this week. I'm going to binge watch them. I got tomorrow off. I'm trying to find someone's home to crash so I don't have to cook on the grill. Not just someone. Some of y'all really can't cook on the grill. I'm sorry. No, thank you. And I don't trust your potato salad. And who made the tuna mac salad? I don't trust any of that.
Except Doc.
Oh, no, I already put the plug in for that one. I'm not worried about that.
Doc, you're awesome.
Yep. Matter of fact, I think we need to run that jerk chicken back.
Yep. Doc, you're awesome on the grill.
I think we need to run
We're
that
going to
jerk
call
chicken
you
back.
Grill Master Doc.
I think we're going to run that grilled chicken back. I think we need to run that back tomorrow. In memory of those who didn't get any last time. And they're not going to get any this time either. But
and those
anyway,
that didn't get enough.
This nigga right here. I told her small bites. So you make your plate. The proper way to make your plate is small bites. Boom, 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 boom. So you get a little bit of everything. But you also make a second plate with the bigger bites. Don't worry about that. It's a thing. It's a thing. Yeah. You fake portion control until you get home. And then you...
Well, I have to...
After your adult vices, whatever it is, whether it's 420, whether it's alcohol, whether it is physical interaction, and then you have a bomb meal.
I have to admit to Doc that every time he turned his back, I snuck a piece of
She wasn't sneaking nothing. I don't know why she keeps telling y'all she was sneaking.
I was sneaking.
No, she wasn't. Her sneak is trash.
Doc turned his back.
And I watch her steal off the grill. And then I turned and say, "How's the chicken, Gigi?" And she tried to stop chewing like it was going to go away. Like, she was like, nigga.
You ain't got to be telling on me. Like
You told him yourself.
Look,
I didn't have to tell.
Look, you ain't have to tell all of that.
Nigga, you nigga, boy.
I was just telling the basics. They ain't need to know all that. You know,
Nigga.
the in-depths of it. You know,
How did you get the chicken off the grill?
very carefully.
Y'all see what the fuck I'm talking. You see what I'm talking about? But there's something that has been looming in the conversations that we have had after shows, just casual conversations, just sessions that we had, brainstorming, post show, and it has led us here. I'm mad I left my boxing gloves at home because I might have to block somebody's eye here because we are definitely outnumbered.
Fuck boxing gloves.
We are
I'm
outnumbered.
from Southeast.
No.
I don't know nothing about no gloves.
Oh, I do.
I don't.
I know how to not with gloves, but with gloves you protect your hands so that you can function tomorrow.
No, I'm not worried
You
about
can take
all
a
that.
shower without your fingers burning because you got cuts you didn't know you had.
They got Neosporin. They
Nope.
ain't had Neosporin back in the day.
They've always had Neosporin.
They had Vaseline. We didn't have Neosporin. We couldn't afford it. We had Vaseline. We had Vaseline. Pour this peroxide and put this Vaseline on there. Put this Band-Aid. That's how it was. I'm just telling you.
I ain't grow up like that.
I did. I wasn't bougie like you.
Bougie because
Yeah.
my parents had the proper
Exactly.
medical
Yeah.
things
Yeah.
that I needed at
Yeah.
home.
Yeah.
Dear mom and dad, having a first aid kit makes us bougie.
Bougie.
I just told you, Judge, your auntie who wears her wig backwards with the part right there. This right there.
I don't have it.
It's right there.
The one aunt I had that wore wig, she's deceased, so and then she never wore it.
That's not a thing.
It
No,
is.
not when. No, not when I grew up. No, nope, not in my household.
See what I'm saying?
No. What? But okay, you called me bougie. I didn't grow up with bottled water. I grew up with faucet and tap and hose water.
Yeah, and we had to boil our water.
No, I didn't have those problems
Yeah,
in
see?
PG County. Shout out to the county.
I'm not from PG County.
Thank you. Hallelujah. County. Thank you. Don't boil no water.
The hell with you
Oh.
and your bougie this PG County. You know what I'm saying?
At any rate, y'all might as well come on, because this Ballad of Sex is about to pop off. I ain't even playing with it no more. Grab your chair, your stool, whatever you need to get comfortable. What you need to sit on that chair right there? Yep, mic yourselves up. Mic yourselves
Don't
up.
forget you.
Stan, you got a mic?
Yeah, I'm about to come over there.
Okay,
Okay.
we're going to run the count. Let's get it. It's time. So, we are now going to have this Battle of the Sexes conversation about relationships,
Oh, big
about
face-ass nigga.
mindsets, about love, about communication, about it all. Like, I'm not even going to play with it. So, may I borrow your extra apparatus? Because I asked the question on my Facebook page. And I really want to look at these responses. I'm going to look at the responses after I ask everybody in the room the same question.
Oh, Lord.
I love these moments, guys. I want to see the honesty. Let me take the top off my pen. I need to be ready.
I guess I should. I guess so, yeah.
I mean, it makes more sense. It's shout out to people who are worried about us being socially distanced, which y'all don't know or understand is that we bleach life in this studio. Gigi self-quarantines. I take sea moss and vitamins daily. I also wash my life daily. I wish y'all knew that I wash my hands so much that my nail is now lifting. Shout out to Creamery at Creations for keeping these things real
We
together.
keep the Clorox
we don't play.
wipes.
No, that's the real bleach. That's
This-
not even a fake bleach. That's hospital grade
This
bleach.
is hospital
That's
grade.
burning eye grade bleach.
She only know because
I definitely clean my hands with them in
And
the
her
car.
steering wheel.
And my steering wheel. Yep. So let me reposition. Oh, okay. I need to.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Oh, well, hello. Oh, I thought you wasn't coming over here.
This Negro said, "Yeah, I'm on there."
I'm on it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, joining us in the stands, we have Stan, the motherfucking tech man from ABX.
Yes, sir. Yes, man.
And El Jefe.
What?
That's not your name.
Who?
JD Ryder.
We're not. That's
JD, a.k.a. Foots, a.k.a. Jermaine.
no one has time for El Jefe. Unlock your phone, El Jefe.
El Jefe.
I'm about to text everybody in his phone right now. Let me stop right now. Who can I text? Ladies and gentlemen, there's someone on this show that I have a specific message for.
Shout out to the game.
Oh.
Shout out to the game.
You talking about the GOAT man?
Ooh,
Ooh. Shots fired.
ooh,
Shots fired.
Pounds,
pounds.
I officially quit you.
Pounds of Florida.
Ooh. Dang. How you put all that work in, man?
But let me tell you what the problem is. So, we're going to kick the Battle of the Sexes off like this. Before I ask this question,
Okay.
I'm going to say this. One thing as a woman that I hate, whether it's from a male or female, is when a person volunteers to do something for me and does not follow through.
I agree.
I didn't even ask you to do it. You volunteered.
I'm like, what did she talk? Okay.
And then with no explanation, didn't do it. I can't stand it.
Oh, I hate even if you don't volunteer. I can't
I don't
get
like
with
asking.
someone who says they're going to do something
And don't do it?
and don't do it.
I need reliability and accountability. I need a lot of abilities.
That is one of my biggest pet
Stability.
peeves. Because if I tell you
Right.
I'm
I
gonna do
need
something,
abilities.
I'm gonna do it. Like
Abilities.
with the eyes though.
Yes.
Go ahead, do it again.
Abilities. I got the big lashes on. I had to make sure they see
The balls, the eyeballs, the whites of your eyes.
the good contacts.
Oh.
I can see you. So, I asked on my Facebook page this question because I felt like it would be a great topic for us tonight. One of our topics, because this is
We
about to
also
go
both
down.
asked that question as well, so it should be good.
So my question is, without blaming the other sex, why are you single? Let me give everybody at the table an opportunity to answer. I'm going to run down a few of the responses from our Facebook page. Well, from my Facebook page. I did let them know that this will be a topic on the show today, and I'm shocked, but we got a nice amount of responses.
All right.
Hold your head up, sir. The people want to see you. Say hi to the people. I don't know who I want to
Good
start with.
evening, people. You gonna start with me? You sure you want to do that?
I'm going to start with this first comment from Denalja. Shout out to Denalja out of North Carolina. Alter Egos. She has an
Second time
amazing single called Kiss Me. You guys, please take the time to go download it. Go follow her on all social media platforms. She is amazing. What a lot of people don't know is I met her when we went down to Charlotte, and she has been a godsend for me. You know how you know God places people in your life for a reason? Mm-hmm. She's one of those people. Mm. She knew what I was going through without me saying a word. That's how I knew God sent her. And I'm grateful for her. Denal just said I do too much. I personally had a lot of baggage and trauma that I didn't unpack. So I needed to be single so that I can learn to be a better partner. Don't get me wrong, I'm good people, but some stuff from your past can make you batshit crazy. She didn't say shit. She did the SH and the 2 asterisks, but it is what it is. Brando Shakur said lack of patience, and I said same. I don't have it.
Agreed.
I can admit it. I don't have it. I feel like we're all grown. I should not have to train an adult. My boo said, Shay, happy birthday, boo. Still screaming happy birthday to you. One of the only Gemini females I like. A few of y'all, but you're one of the few.
I love her.
I love her too. She know I love her. That's my boo thing. She said lack of emotion. I showed to my significant other, not because of past relationships, but it started from growing up. Sade said from M2G, shout out to Sade from M2G. She said, my heart's too big and I see people's potential. That sounds like you're an enabler.
Okay. You know, that's good.
Tia said, had to get over pain and hurt from my last relationship. I don't know if I can give my heart to someone else. Crystal said, I doubt people's intentions a lot. Daryl said, I work too much. Peaches, I don't have time for your shit today.
It's not your birthday.
It's not your birthday. But she said, well, I'm semi-single because I'm not fully ready yet. There's no such thing as semi-single.
What the hell?
So I'm not even going to read the rest.
What is this?
Semi-single. I like that.
What?
There's a lot of semi-single fellas out there on the block right now.
You know you gonna get it because you know we have real talks. Like, you don't want this bump with me. This is about to go down. Like, y'all don't know it's about to go down. I'm trying to get through these comments real quick, but it's about to go down in this studio. Like, it's about to go down. Somebody get a fan. It's about to get hot in here. So, Serenity said, I'm simply not ready. Dominique said, because I still can't get all the same, I can still get all of the same benefits of a relationship and be single. I see no point of relationships. So y'all heifers just out here giving relationship treatment to somebody who doesn't even deem you worthy enough to be in a relationship. Ladies, grow up. I'm not going to say her name. But she said, because I'm genuine. Her name on Facebook is Jacqueline Me Offington. But that's not her real name, so I'm going to give y'all that. Say Two said high standards. Metro is not an excuse, Tim. I'm going to scroll past that. Tony said I ain't shit.
Oh. Kudos to you.
Scooter said most singles are single because they are self-centered, selfish in some ways. I don't agree with that.
You're not single.
Exactly. And you haven't dated in a very long time, so you may not really know what's going on in these streets. Getting a secondhand account or conversation from someone is not the same as experiencing it.
Because it's one-sided.
Yep, so protecting yourself does not make you self-centered. Danny Man said, because the hoes ain't loyal, it's me, I'm the hoes. As long as you know, Danny. As long as you know. As long as you know.
This nigga here.
He real though. That's real.
You know what I want to say, but I'm not going to say it.
That's real.
These hoes, and I'm not. You know what, Danny?
You know what?
That's them light skinned brothers.
Listen.
And
And Erica said, I'm not, but when I was, I chose to be single because I was still healing from my divorce. Not fair to put that on another person. When I healed, I started dating again. And my cousin Derek, who I love dearly, who is all the way in Texas, said that he's still single because his wife passed in 2017. And he's definitely focusing on his daughter, who looks just like our cousin Danielle, and raising her, which I think is a beautiful thing. I feel like if you know you're not ready, do not waste someone's time. That's a huge thing for me. It's a problem for me. Do not disturb my peace with your baggage and your bullshit. Like, please be respectful. Time is something that we don't get back.
Nope.
And my time you can't put a price tag on it. So if I choose to spend time with you or invest time or an effort or energy in you, it's because I want to. So, why are you single?
Why am I single? I mean, it's a lot of directions I could go with that. But I mean, mainly I just think I just ain't found the right person. Or
are you looking? See,
I wouldn't say I'm looking, but I'm open to it.
So then, would you use the word found? Because found insinuates that you're looking.
Yeah. I mean, like, I wouldn't say I'm actively on the block.
What is that?
But I mean, Yeah, like,
You got some binoculars?
you know what I'm saying? I'm not in the daytime with a flashlight with it. You know what I'm saying? But I would say I'm open. I don't want to say I'm looking. I just feel like, you know what I'm saying, you meet the right people. You know what I'm saying?
Is there such thing as the right people?
Yeah. I think in my lifetime I've met good women that I did not give an opportunity. Like it's a saying that you get 3 good women in your lifetime.
I don't believe that.
I mean, I don't necessarily believe it, but I think I could say that I've recognized those women that's in my life now in reflection now.
This is not my phone. Sorry. I definitely wouldn't.
Yeah, y'all get what I'm saying?
I get it.
Yeah. And
But-
then, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, yeah, it's been a couple. I would say I've been really good women, but the majority, you know what I mean? The majority, yeah. Not so good.
We know you're not single, so that question is not posed to you.
Perspective, though. But go ahead.
Gigi?
I'm just being me. That's it.
That's not an answer.
It's not.
Oh,
Absolutely
let me
not.
just listen. All right, I gotta get this out.
Let
Go
her-
ahead, get it
let-
out, bro.
No, she has to answer her not answered question, or she's gonna feel like she got away with not answering, and I'm not playing with her.
You ain't doing that.
Yeah, no accountability.
That's what we're gonna do.
The abilities. We talked about the abilities.
Why am I single?
Mm-hmm.
Because nobody wants me.
Oh no.
Oh, come on, G.
It clearly said
Hold on.
without blaming the other sex.
I'm
Why
gonna
are
be
you
pre.
single?
I said nobody.
tell her
It
that's
didn't
not a
mean
thing.
it.
That's not a thing.
It doesn't mean it could be male or female. I just said nobody wants me.
But she, all right.
Don't feed it to her bullshit.
How can
Is
we have an
it
honest
that no
conversation,
one
though?
wants you, or is it that you don't want the people that want you?
Ooh.
I don't know who wants me.
You don't give them a chance.
Oh,
Are you looking?
No, stop. You don't give them a chance.
well, I'm not really looking.
So we just gonna bypass the fact that she said want. Yeah, we just gonna keep saying want. What is it that she needs? Because we need to really get on this topic. Of,
I have all of those questions right here, sir.
Because
But we need to know why she's single. See, once a person gives you their reasoning why, then you have a better outlook on their perspective, so that you can frame the questions away where they can't try to slip and slide out of them. Can you let me play this game the way I need to play this game, sir?
Ain't no trick daddy over here.
She not getting off the hook.
My last relationship ended, and I just left it there.
Left what there? What did you leave there? What is there?
The last relationship. But I just chose not to entertain anybody.
So it's not that no one wants you. It's the fact that you're not entertaining anyone. So if they legitimately wanted you, it wouldn't even matter right now.
I don't trust people's intentions.
So that's. So with that being said, is that a defense mechanism?
Probably.
Okay. See?
Yeah.
You see?
We getting somewhere.
Yes.
Doesn't that feel good?
No. Tauruses do not like to be vulnerable. We don't like that feeling. It's the worst in the world. Don't you? I have to answer the question eventually.
In that.
Go ahead.
I don't think that's fair that you just, you said we're not gonna let people skate, and it's.
She didn't skate.
Yep, she didn't, but you didn't answer the question.
I just said I'm gonna answer.
Yeah.
Are you gonna answer it right now?
I'm definitely gonna answer it
Okay.
right now.
Okay, I'm just saying.
I am single because I'm an asshole.
Okay.
I'm very particular. I hold people to their word. If you tell me you're going to do something, I expect you to do it. So if you say you're going to call me back, I expect you to call me back. I also communicate different. I grew up without texting. Texting is not communicating to me. I cannot read exactly what you mean. I need vocal inflections. I need tone. I need body language. I need legitimate interaction. And that is not physical, which is the first place most males take it, because a lot of females make that readily and easily available. I function different. I don't want to meet you and meet and beat. I don't want that. That's not what I want. I don't want to meet and beat. I don't want that. I don't want to chill in your bedroom. I don't want any of those things. I still believe in courting and dating. I believe in legitimate conversation. I believe in getting to know someone. And I also believe that most males feel like, sorry, Montu, most males feel like I'm fucking everybody in go-go because of what I do for the culture. And that's not a thing.
We sorry, bro.
I apologize before I did it.
She
But
had to make it plain.
But I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
I feel like that if you're a person who is business-minded or has a business, an entrepreneur, somebody who is always on the go, you have to date someone who has those same type of lifestyles, or someone who is extremely supportive of what you're doing.
Right.
If they don't. Otherwise, that becomes a thing in relationships, especially if the person that you're dating is insecure. Insecurities are a big thing with males. There's a lot of males out here who won't admit it. No. I can only speak from me dating males.
Respect. Respect.
Like, it's a lot that goes on that, like, no shade, but them niggas that y'all hang with, that y'all think are the thoroughest niggas in the world, be the ones that be bitching over the dumbest shit via text and phone calls. Like, they are the biggest crybabies. Y'all think they go hard and they thorough. Real rap, they those are the phone calls you have with them. I don't have time for that. Like,
what does that mean, though?
That's not. That's how they talk.
That's true, though. That's true. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, because the most toughest, so,
bro,
they be whining to their girl. I mean, I know some cats like that, but then they come through the block and air it out though. But they pillow talking.
Hey, I get what she's saying, but I'm just that was a little bit feminine.
And so were they.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Let's be clear, and let's be clear. And
my apologies.
This is also not an attack on anybody, but a lot of people have parenting issues. Women are looking for fathers in the men that they're dating. There are men who have mommy issues who deal with multiple women to make up and compensate from whatever they missed from their relationship with their mother. They take bits and pieces from different women to build a woman, just like women take bits and pieces from different men to build a man. And they don't understand that God can't bless you with what is for you if your attention is diverted and spread it across 50 different places. How can you hold anything on one plate when you got to plate at day house, at day house, at day house? Oh, her kids call you Uncle Tony. They know that you're not mommy's uncle because Uncle Tony only comes over and eats my fruit snacks late at night. Like, stop playing these games. But... listen, y'all know I don't care. We said no hoes barred. So if your panties are gonna get in a bunch, feel how you feel. But I am single also because my attention span is very short. It's very short. He's a Taurus. You're a Taurus too. We don't entertain a lot. Like, my attention span is very short. I know within the first 10 minutes of a conversation if I want to ever have a conversation with you again. And sometimes I force myself to have that second conversation because I feel like I'm overly critical. But my gut never steers me wrong. And every time I go against my gut, I end up in a fucked up situation.
Hey, Pre, I swear to God, you speaking for me, huh? Because everything you done said is like on point for me.
It's hard for me because I am a creative. So, like, we could be mid-conversation and I will grab my notebook and start writing. And you'll think I'm not paying you any attention, but I'm listening to everything you're saying. But what's on my mind has to go on this paper because I won't be able to sleep. I will not be able to sleep. Gigi will tell you, I'll go in and sleep for 3 hours and I'll be up for 7 creating and working. It's hard for me. And, like, while my mind is functioning, like, I'll be like this. Yep. We had a great day. Yeah.
Let me tell you what this chick would do. Let me tell you what she would do. Okay? When she would bunk at my house, okay, in the other room, am I right? Be like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Here comes a text on my damn phone. She's up, thinking about I'm like, why aren't you asleep? I'm working. What do you mean? You.
Herein lies my thing.
I think that's the problem
Oh, she on it.
with black love today. How about giving a man a chance?
Oh,
Who said we don't give a man a chance? I'm not gonna take what you're saying personal though. I'm not gonna take what you're saying personal. I'm gonna move this camera around to the front. Go ahead. Speak what you're speaking on. Now, if you turn that fan on, I'm hot.
Uh-oh.
Look, I still
Got
got
that mic on.
That's
Go ahead.
I'm mad.
nobody ever said anything about needs though. Like what you kind of just hinged on it in terms of
Communication.
your short attention span and these things. Like we spend so much time trying to force things.
Situations, relationships, conversations.
When you understand that it's not really about what we want, it's about what we need. So in a lot of cases, growth is uncomfortable. What we need.
A lot of people
It's
don't
not-
know what they need.
Yeah, but therein lies the problem. Here we go. You got to know self first. You got to love self. You got to be able to build on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got all these people out here looking for somebody else to actually make them whole.
Right.
But see, that's also because a lot of people do not know what the definition of love is, which is another question of mine.
Absolutely.
What does love mean to you? And I would love y'all input.
Oh.
I just finished. I can start, but you can go ahead.
Oh. Love. What does love mean to me? Love is universal.
This nigga and his black power.
Love is universal.
love.
You know what I mean? Yeah, black love. It's real though.
To see more.
People want to limit love just down to a certain set of things, but it's everything. It's in all things. It's the reason why we all exist. So love can be in small gestures, or it could be in big things. It could be in gift giving. It could be in quality time. It could be however this person feels.
But that's
love.
also that will be considered your language of love.
Yeah.
But that does not. Okay, so you're bypassing my question.
All right,
You did what a man does. And
All right,
I'm gonna say that.
no.
Okay, I don't like how she just did that.
She could do that because this is how women talk anyway. But
No,
go
it's
ahead.
not. No, it's not. No, it's not. 'Cause you don't want this bump with me. This about to go real loud.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
She about to jump in the double.
Yeah, I'm
go
about
ahead.
to.
'Cause you
So
asked-
you asking me,
ask the
but
question, ask the
what is love to me? Go ahead.
Okay, so define love.
Right.
You can't just say it's universal.
It
Universal
is.
what?
It is
remote,
universal.
A remote control
It
is
is
universal.
All right, look. Love.
All
And
right.
I understand. I'm a Moorish Asiatic. The first principle, the most highest, five highest principles known to man is love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. In that order.
Block my camera again. I'll fight you.
I'm sorry, blocking the camera. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by love is universal, I don't mean it's just any old thing. You know what I mean? It's the reason for everything. It's in all things. You know what I mean?
The presence is in all things.
Absolutely. It's two main.
Even in hate.
Absolutely. You can't hate nobody you don't love.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can't.
That's a fact.
They both have to exist. But what most people don't understand is giving someone a chance does not mean allowing them to continuously hurt you, dog you, mistreat you, abuse you, disrespect you, or any of those things. Love is supposed to be unconditional, but God also said, do not be a fool. And that is considered agape love. And that is a totally different level of love than most people are really willing and ready to accept, because agape love, and this is going to set Gigi off, means that when you forgive, you forget. That is agape love. That is agape love. Agape love means when you forgive, you forget, which means it's unconditional.
Ooh.
When you pray to God, you don't say, God, please forgive me. And then as soon as you sin, he throws that sin back in your face.
Hold on.
Because
Let me interject.
You answered the question. But go ahead. No.
Hold on. Let me interject. Let's correct something right now. Can we get our concepts of love from Greeks and Romans? Agape love is love between a man and a man. It is not the original essential love, and we use that in church and stuff or whatever. But agape love is love between two Greek men, not man and woman, and not universal love.
This is not bothering.
I understand what you were saying, but I want to make that correction.
This doesn't bother me because words have multiple meanings and multiple uses.
Well,
so if that
okay.
means happy.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hold
Thank
on.
Thank you.
Let me interject again.
Thank you.
Because love is magical and your language is magical. People that want to control your ability to love.
You yell again.
I don't mean to yell. I'm just passionate. But
so am I.
People that
come on, calm down, black man.
All right.
Come on, bring it down. You are seen as aggressive when you act like that. That makes it hard to love you.
Oh, this is sticky.
You thought I wasn't ready? You thought I wasn't ready. I'm definitely ready.
Okay, she giving me that. See, I'm a Scorpio. She a Taurus, so she look.
I gotta bring you back down to earth.
Respect. I'm gonna keep it balanced for y'all. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep that fire. You know what I mean? But I done lost. I forgot what I was about to say.
That's because you was out of control. You see, you had to bring your black ass back down. What a lot of people don't understand is that in relationships, for those who are married, it says through sickness and in health, for richer or for poor.
Yeah, that's why I can't get married.
Forsaking all others.
Oh, I can marry for that reason.
Meaning that there are going to be points and times in the relationship where it may feel like you are the only person giving out love. And that may be because your partner is not well enough to give the love to you in a form of reciprocity that you need. That does not mean seek it outside of the relationship. That means have a conversation with them. That means pray with them. That means work through it with them. But a lot of people don't understand the bigger part of it. The bigger part is that when the two become one, it is bigger than anything else. Till death do us part. Now this is where it gets tricky for me. Death may not be a physical death. It may be a literal death. It may be the death of the love in the relationship. It may be the death of the trust in the relationship. It may be the death of the foundation of family that was put in it at first. Because a lot of people don't put God in their relationship until the end or until the middle. They run to him in the middle when the turmoil comes. And I'm not saying he turns his back on you, but if you put him in it in the beginning, it's no need for you to run to him. You can just reach out in the middle like, God, we prayed together, we stayed together, we've been pushing, we've been moving. You've been on this journey with us. You have been in the midst of it. Give us some help. But that's also with unconditional love.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so then you hold on. You stated,
let's go.
You stated first and foremost what is love. I wasn't gonna go there, but you just went there.
Mm-hmm.
Like in reality, the real definition is God is love. Like spiritually speaking, in terms of foundation.
Don't you get stressed out over here because we know that you don't believe in the white Jesus. We know that.
It's not the white Jesus.
We know that.
Go ahead.
In a higher power.
Yeah.
I believes in God. So that's what I'm
you have to believe in a higher calling.
Whatever he's holding off or something.
What planet is who from? Me? I'm from Earth.
Before I even spoke. Go ahead, man.
See, what you just said made me remember what I was trying to say before.
Oh, okay.
What I believe infiltrates black love more than anything, first of all, is the language. People have replaced our language and our concepts of love with European concepts. You know what I mean?
People didn't replace it. We replaced it.
No.
People,
slavery replaced it. Let me make it clear. Let me make it clear. You didn't say to death do your part in all them vows prior to slavery. You didn't say that. I'm sorry, you didn't.
How do you know?
What do you mean?
How do you know?
I'm trying to tell you.
Did you live there?
A lot of that stuff
Did you live there?
Oh, I can pull out the.
No.
I can pull out the Christian black codes. I can pull out all the facts.
And I can. Like that's
well. Let me say this.
That's my thing.
Because you coming from a tangible, practical aspect, and I'm gonna give you the spiritual aspect. No, I did not live in those times. But what I can say,
I'm gonna throw chocolate.
I'm not trying to yell. Look. I did not live in those times, but what I will say is that African Americans, black people, most Asiatic people have souls, and you can astral travel to any time and place you want to go to. You're going to have to get that Kundalini yoga up. You're going to have to get your spiritual sciences up. But if you want to go back to the past, you can go because your soul exists outside of time and space. So a lot of us
a lot of people don't believe in that.
It doesn't matter what they believe. The truth is the truth.
Yeah,
I could take it to the temples. To me, yeah.
To you. But what you have to understand is that your perspective is foreign to someone who knows nothing about it. And right now, your tone, listen, your tone makes it hard for them to receive
to
what
receive
you're saying.
what I'm saying. Okay.
Because you sound combative to me. So
I'm not combative.
I really want to throat chop you. Like, don't scare my guests. Like,
I'm not scaring no guests.
This is his disconnect though, with as far as like that's probably his only disconnect in terms of tone, and sometimes how he comes off. But this is what I just said to him earlier on our show. Like, part of that, his disconnect is he has to understand that people
don't receive things the same way.
Not only that, but they gotta want it. They gotta want to receive it. They have to.
No. They have to need. They have to need.
Okay, I'll give you that.
They have to need the know that they need to receive it.
It's supply and demand. So
yes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you gotta also look at somebody from my perspective. People that have the know-how and knowledge or whatever that I profess, they really don't speak like this. They don't speak openly. They don't teach nobody because a lot of people observe us a certain way and they have an opinion about people like me. But see, you have to also take it from my perspective. I listen to people talk all day about issues and problems and things like that or whatever, right? And I don't have a problem with that. But a lot of us just stay right there. We never get off of the issues and the problems and da-da-da-da. I'm a very solution-based person from my heart and soul. I can't even sit and talk to you about the problems for too long before That is
I'm
me.
a solution-based person too.
I should also be given a seat at the table, and that's what that's what's not been happening as much in the black community. People like me don't get
that means
opportunity
that you also
to speak.
have to come to that table with an open mind and understand that their perspective may not match your.
I understand that.
Listen.
I understand
you
that.
can't listen if you're talking.
Okay, I never got a chance to make a point.
Nigga, you have made 75 points, and every time somebody else tries to make one, you start.
I've never got to make my point.
This is what you do.
Y'all keep going over the conversation. I never made the point.
Because we have to.
All right.
Make your point. Finish. Come on.
That's good.
This dude here.
I ain't got no point, y'all.
No.
You got ice cream on your chin.
Oh,
that's what he gets.
See, y'all made got
I didn't even know.
Ice cream was good.
It's still a little bit there.
It's right there.
I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't looking
Right
at
there. But the thing about it is, in order for a person to receive anything from you, they have to be open-minded.
Right.
And if you come to the table with this is my belief and this is what it is and this, and this.
Well, that's your opinion. I'm not talking about beliefs.
No. What I'm saying to you is, from a woman's perspective,
right?
In our mind, you're too much.
Okay.
No one has time to deal with it, and it's not that you're not worthy and you're not amazing and you're not great, but you're like me. We're passionate, so people perceive it as something else. What I've learned through this journey is that sometimes I just don't speak because your goal, and this is me telling you something because you're a leader. Your goal is to sit back, be quiet, and observe everybody else in that room. That's how you know who you can make your connections with. Right. That's how you build those proper foundations. If you are being the strong you everywhere you go, people will be intimidated and they will not open up to you.
Story of my life right there. I scare everybody.
And I'm telling him
I love that.
No, it's not scaring them. Intimidation is not fair. Intimidation is not fair.
Nah.
It's a lack of trust. It's a lack of trust.
Good.
That's what intimidation is. It's a lack of trust, and that's not what you want.
Right.
As a black man, as a leader, as a king, you need that trust in you. So sometimes less is more.
Yeah. I agree. I feel like I've been given less for more time. I just started really speaking, for real. I just started speaking. And I
But it's a difference in speaking and talking at someone and talking to them.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. And that's me. You know I love you.
Right.
You know I call you at 3 o'clock in the morning
this what I'm
with
gonna
my
say though.
brainstorm.
This what I'm gonna say though. Cause I don't really talk to people directly. I talk right to your soul. I'm gonna skip right past your conscious mind. I want the subconscious, cause the subconscious mind where the seeds are planted. So I do, in essence, talk right.
But if their soul isn't ready to receive it, you're speaking pointlessly. That's why I'm saying you have to sit back and study everybody around you. Gigi would tell you.
I do study everybody.
You can disagree, but I'm telling you. How old are you?
How old am I? 33.
I'm 40. 1.
Right.
Listen to me.
I'm listening.
You almost forgot the one.
No, I never stopped listening. I'm listening. I think
where you are. Where you are.
Mm-hmm.
I was at the beginning of this Fans from the Stage journey.
Okay.
I had to be seen. You gonna understand. Like if we're having a conversation, I'm gonna get my point across. Do you know what I've learned?
What?
Less is more. You leave people with a cliffhanger.
Yes and no. Yes and no.
Definitely yes.
I would agree to disagree. Because
that's fine. It's a Scorpio.
Listen. I'm a Scorpio. I'm a strategist. However I can land on people, that's how I go.
But you're not landing on them.
I think I am landing
No.
on. I think I'm not getting the opportunity really to express myself. But it's all good.
No, you're expressing the hell out of yourself.
It's all good.
That's why JD is sitting there like, I would love to speak.
I never made my point.
And he really wants to be like JD. JD wants to be like, no, you listen, is what he really wants to say, but it's not his show. So, you hate me? You hate me?
You just got. Why would you do that?
Tell your business. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm not hosting right now. I'm just here.
I'm not talking no more.
All I was trying to say was this is what we started out talking about, which being single, the whole battle, the sexist thing. This is actually it. The guy is amazing, right?
He is awesome.
Potential off the rack. But what you're saying
I
is,
can't receive him.
okay,
As a woman, I can't receive him. And it's not because I'm intimidated by his personality, but it's because I feel like we can't effectively communicate. And you know I'm big on communication.
And
you know when I'm on my ledge, I will pick up the phone and call you and be like,
well, I mean,
you gotta talk
I
to me
feel
off my
the
ledge.
same way, though. I feel like I ain't never expressed myself this whole time. I never even got there. And even if it's robust and manly, I don't understand how people expect me to be a man and also be calm all the time. This is my energy. You just got to get with it. I represent a man.
So hold on.
I'm not sensitive. I'm not soft. I'm not going to be gentle all the time. I am a man. I'm right and exacting. I cut down to things. That's what I'm here for. I'm not here to be roundabout.
So
this is true because when I came in today, there was no, hi Gigi, how are you? I haven't seen you.
Yes.
Gigi, did you take my stand? No.
But it was love, though.
Hold on to all of
First of all, he knew it wasn't his stand. Everything looks like it belongs to him. My lighter looks like it belongs to him.
Now,
my
Slim,
ink pen
you
looks
know
like
that's
it
my
belongs
lighter.
to him.
You know that's my
You know
lighter.
that's my charger cord, and I bought it from home. So we not even. Don't even entertain that shit with dark skin. Don't even. No, let him keep talking.
Now go ahead, bro.
Oh, now you need him. This nigga here,
Nephew,
don't laugh at them.
come get
him right now. Y'all switch places. I don't have time for this shit. Bring the Taurus over here. I don't have time for this Scorpio
We're
energy.
gonna try to bring you back.
I'm a gentleman.
Bring you back into play real quick. Part of his thing, or what we saying, will be any man, but it's a problem. You don't want to be tamed or trained.
No one is trying to tame you or train you.
I'm not. Hear me out.
But that's your perception. That's your perception. But I'm telling you, that's just a perception.
But you gotta hear. You still have to hear it.
I get it.
Yes.
But what you also have to understand is this right here. I don't care about you dropping your head. That shit don't
You
mean
gotta
nothing.
understand.
That shit don't mean nothing to me. What you also have to understand is women are wired differently. We receive that different. You have to stop. You have to figure out how to effectively communicate with the person that you are dealing with, courting, friendship, whatever. You have to figure out a proper dialect, a proper way of having conversations, a proper way of exchanging ideologies so that you are both in a receptive place. That has to be there in order for things to move forward. Otherwise, y'all are hamsters on that dumbass wheel just running in circles. And you're wasting her time, she wasting your time. The energy sexually could be off the motherfucking chain. But it matters not, because you know if you need to go to court and speak in front of a judge and you need a character witness, you can't take this heifer. And I know I Nigga, I cannot take you to court.
Listen.
We both get locked up.
Hold on.
He ain't even got no charges and he get locked up.
Let me respond to that. Because I'm the brother you want to take to court.
Absolutely
Everybody
not.
that take me to court,
Absolutely
we go
not.
home.
Do you see why? Yeah.
We go home because I go in there and I'm like, look, use the more. This is the law. This person was traveling, they want to drive.
And I'm pretty sure
look,
that
you want me as a dog in your fight in court.
I'm pretty sure
Please
that
believe
you are
that.
on the government's watch list.
Oh, yeah. They probably
yes.
They probably do watch me. Because
he's definitely the most
Are we sure we want him on our show?
I don't know. He got to go. Go back to the other side. I don't want to see you looking for it.
Come on, man.
We don't want to be on the
Nobody
government
is looking
straight
for
up.
us.
No.
I'm a little bit revolutionary, just a little bit.
This guy, man.
So what does love mean to you?
He's a wild lover.
I got to bring it back. What does love mean to you?
Well, I started with that point. God is love for me first and foremost.
Gigi's next.
No
She thinks she ducking this right.
No lie.
She ain't ducking none of this shit.
From that unconditional point of view that you started with, like that's love is unconditional. So
It has to be.
it has to be more than just a feeling. It has to be more than just me buying you something or what I can.
It's not an emotion. It's a
not-
lifestyle.
it's-
It's a verb.
It's an action.
It's a verb.
Yes, absolutely an action. So, in that sense, for me, God is love. It's got to be because that's the only thing that makes sense when you talk about all these things. In
It's
terms of
universal.
conditions,
It's
that's
constant.
the only thing that makes sense for me. So, I know some people may say that's getting super biblical or spiritual, but realistically, that's my answer. Like nothing else in the world makes sense from that aspect.
All right, Gigi.
Respect.
I'm not answering this question. Y'all don't want this work from me.
Let's go, G.
Y'all don't want this work from me.
I'm going to answer it the way I'm going to answer it, and that's the only answer y'all are getting.
Let me take
Okay.
this
If
mic
y'all
off
don't
now.
like the
Let
answer,
me take the mic off now.
sorry.
How you gonna give us a
Love
disclaimer?
is tennis shoes for
She
Gigi.
got a disclaimer.
Tennis shoes,
Before she said,
tennis shoes, crab legs, boneless wings. I'm joking. Look, she like, yes.
But
Love is love DC Go-Go.
all I'm going to say is this. Love for me is treat me how I treat you, respect me how I respect you, and that's all I ask for.
So is that respect in your face and behind your back or just in your face?
I need it all around. I need to be
can I ask you a
respected
question?
Respect.
Can I ask you a
in my
question?
face. I need to be not
That's not
only
a thing.
loved privately, but publicly as well. Like,
Yes, you can.
treat me how I treat you. Simple as that.
Is that love or is that how you want to be treated?
That's my definition
That's
of
her
love.
definition of love.
Word.
Damn it.
Damn it.
I already
That was a
told you.
little
Uh-oh.
aggressive.
Uh-oh.
So you gotta treat her aggressively. She said treat.
I'm
She
not
said.
hosting. I'm not
She
hosting.
Treat
said
her
love
like she
is-
treats you.
Exactly.
But hold on, you know what? They're right though. So what if though? Because I've seen that you look how you looking at me. And I ain't even.
Uh-oh.
You like you want to fight. You know what? I'm just go ahead. To all the
Don't
people
play
out
with
there,
them
I
boys
was
and the
look,
horns.
Because me and Gigi was already, you know, we almost had a little scuffle last week. She was getting aggressive. She didn't even remember. See.
Love for
She
me
was
is
gonna stab me
transparency. Love for me is transparency.
I was intoxicated.
Transparency is hard for a lot of people. In your weakest moments, you have to be willing to be open and honest and vulnerable. And vulnerability is a big thing because most people have been through situations where they feel like they can't trust people enough to be vulnerable with them. And I'm about to.
I'm gonna ask you one too. I got one.
No, don't worry about it. I'm about to open it all up right now, Pandora's box, and then we gonna go on break.
Okay, that's what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Pandora's box. So, a little bit about me that a lot of y'all don't know. Even some of y'all in this room. My virginity was taken from me. It's not something that I willingly gave. It was taken from me by someone that I've known since I was 5 years old. And he showed up to my sweet 16 birthday party like everything was okay, like everything was cool, fake apology, a whole bunch of foolishness ensued behind that. Outside of that, the best blessing that has ever been given to me by God, my son, his father was abusive. It started out verbally, mentally, emotionally, did not get physical until I got pregnant. I love my father with all of my heart and soul. He is an amazing man. But he was there physically while I grew up and not emotionally. So I honestly should not like men. I should not fuck with men. I should not have any type of love, understanding, tolerance, or anything for men because I have been traumatized repeatedly. But I was also a product of a mother who hustled like a single mother, even though my father was in the household. a grandmother who was stabbed by her husband 13 times. He was also an alcoholic that would spend his whole paycheck on alcohol and then come in the house and be abusive to her and all of the kids. Like, if I really gave y'all all the layers in me, you would understand why love is a hard thing for me. But my love is unconditional. I'm not perfect. Gigi will tell you, if I fuck up, Gigi, don't I pick up the phone and apologize?
Oh, yeah.
You gonna say no? You lying. She lying like shit.
But do you really think you can be vulnerable, honestly? With all of that, honesty.
I'm vulnerable with you.
Yeah, I mean, but
I'm vulnerable with
yes.
you. I talk to Gigi about a lot of things I don't talk to a lot of people about. I'm vulnerable with you too, Stan. Like, but
sadly,
but
sadly, that is a lot of women's
story.
A lot of women have gone through that, but a lot of women don't share that. A lot of women keep that.
One of the hardest things I've ever had to say out loud.
A lot of
because it admits.
This is my class. I'm sorry, G. Go ahead.
Please turn the fan on.
I want to say.
I want to ask questions. I
want to say.
If that was the case, I can run down my history as far as why I shouldn't or why I shouldn't either even bother to even try to love someone or accept love. But my story isn't too far from hers.
So do you think you can be vulnerable?
I'm vulnerable.
One thing about a Taurus, we love with our whole heart.
And to be honest, I'm kind of a sucker.
Ain't no kind of. She's definitely a sucker.
When it comes to,
I'm the mean one.
When it comes to my heart, I'm a sucker.
And I'm the very protective one, because I feel like if I told you all of the things that I've been through and all of the things that have hurt me and all of the things that I fear and all of the things that I know will set me off, and you do those things, I feel like you don't fuck with me. I feel like you don't respect me. I feel like you're saying fuck our friendship. Because before, what a lot of people don't understand about relationships is, first and foremost, that person has to be your friend, an unconditional friend. Before I get in a relationship with anybody, I need you to be my best friend. I need to be able to call you and talk to you about anything. I need to know that a lot of people don't understand that part of friendship means that sometimes you shut the fuck up and let that person speak until they ask for your opinion. Because sometimes they just need a sounding board in the ear. A lot of times they don't need advice. They don't want advice. They just need to get it out so that they don't live in it. But the hard part for most of y'all is y'all try to take advantage of the weak points in a person's life. And what you don't understand is those weaknesses are temporary. Because once we realize that's what you're trying to do, no disrespect, but I don't watch the ID channel for no reason. I will kill you. My mother told me when I was 7 years old, and I've held on to this, there's only one thing on the face of this planet that anybody truly and honestly owns, and that is their feelings. And people will kill you for playing with their feelings.
Okay.
I'm people.
So, I'm
Can I say something first?
First,
I want to say this.
Give me something to fan myself, please. I know this hood, but this can't be a summertime thing.
Nah.
I can't deal with this.
We working on the AC,
I'm chunky. Y'all. Do I need to bring a high vac man in? I will. I'm chunky. Y'all, I can't do this.
I just want to say I'm proud of you for saying that and expressing your truth. That was deep. I'm John.
Don't worry, I'm gonna cry when we take our break.
Nah, for real though. I ain't really had nothing to say, but I'm proud of y'all.
Me and my son have never had this conversation. Like, my son, one thing a lot of people don't know is my son met his siblings New Year's Eve 2016 for the first time in life, because his father had put me and their mother in a situation where it was like we were feuding unnecessarily. So my brother grew up, Lord Jesus, my son grew up without an older brother and a younger sister unnecessarily. She and I sat down and had a real rap conversation. That's my baby mother. Like, I go to war for London and Raw the same way I would go to war for my son, because they're my kids too. I helped to raise Raw. I didn't help to raise London, but that's the daughter I never had. I'm looking forward to prom and graduation with her when it's time. But one of the hardest things for me was admitting that I enabled the situation. I enabled the abuse. And that was through a lot of trips back home. Like my trips back home to see my grandmother before she passed were trips that brought me full circle with God. Down there it's quiet. I would get up early. She and I would talk. I would go sit out and meditate until I could go to sleep. Like they were real. And I realized I enabled a lot of situations because I didn't speak up for myself. I wasn't honest about the way things that he said or did made me feel. I wasn't honest with myself about that. I was so caught up in the idea of being in love that I did not understand what love really was. And I will say this right before we go to break, because we're definitely going to take a break because I'm not going to cry on the air. I'm not crying my lashes off for y'all today. That's not what I'm going to do. Even during my relationship with him, I endured sexual abuse. Because I was forced to do things by language, by threats of me not being a woman or this type of woman or that type of woman or the type of woman that really wanted a man. And I had to learn that those are not real things. And it was a hard thing I had to learn. And that's just me being honest. It was hard. Because a lot of people look at me like, oh, you so strong, you this, you that. I can't believe you went through that. Let me tell y'all something. One of the hardest decisions I ever made in life was the decision to leave my son's father because I never wanted to raise a child alone. I never wanted him to grow up without his father. I did not grow up without my father.
And let's go to break.
I gotta go. We'll be back, ladies.
We'll be back. Nephew, take us out, sir. Please. Thank you.
You be dead wrong, telling me to relax when you react. I'd rather fight, don't sleep at night, at least you're alive. Yeah, the big voices. You heard me so good, so good. Even when you cause tears, you're the one who wipe them away. Maybe that's the reason I stay. I'd rather find no sleep at night. At least you're all mine. Yeah, I have to choose my heart or you. I'm gonna lose it, but if nothing ever will change it, I'm purposely gonna have the hard way. Girl, I wish there was a right way. I'm purposely gonna have the hard way.
Fucking with a ball chick. And yes, she got the ball swim drop top just to see your floor chick. And she was wearing red bottoms the other day when we shopping. She just called up and told me money ain't an option. Cash rules everything around me. Blink. Well, baby, here's the key to your city. No need to ring. Got her thinking that she all that. Trying to plan a nightcap. Shit is getting real though. I whisper in her ear, yo. I know that you be thinking and saying that I'm the one. And what we did last night, yeah, baby, was fun. But it just was one night. Call me on the late night. Chick, this ain't no great right. Well, fuck, great night. Now she looking mad. Her feelings, she just devoted. I told her so that baby, don't worry, just leave throwing it. Got her looking in her eyes. What she trying to do? Well, I can see through her eyes that she trying to screw. And she said,
I'm purposely gonna have the hard way. Well, I wish there was a right way. I'm purposely gonna have the hard way.
it's gonna hurt it. Right past you, baby.
Come on, come on.
What you
Hey, you be safe, you gotta stay inside. Hey, look, you be safe, you gotta stay inside. Hey, Lincoln Heights, look, you be safe, you gotta stay inside.
Bang from the stand. Bang from the stand. Get down.
Say what you say, T.
Get down. Watch it get down.
Hey, say what you say, backwood.
Get down. Watch it get down. Hands from the stand. Yeah. Here comes the door. Well, that's why she
Shout out to my man Jerry too, yo. Open the gates up one time, man. Hey, well. What going on? They stay. We got a party going on. 8 foot. We got a party going on. In that view. In that view, let's go. Party on a Sunday night. Hey, Southside. Party on a Sunday night. Yeah. Party on a Sunday night. And let 'em work. Hey, Ray, come go. Where the gun goes out, Ray. Work, come on. You feeling good out there, Katie? Baby man. Yeah, damn, Ray. Hey, Will, lock down. Come on. It's Evan Ray's this work. Work. This how we gonna give y'all this black fashion experience right here. Yeah. We had to get back to y'all. I know y'all social distance and everything, right? We had to get this crate back to you. But now check, y'all. Shout out to the fans who stands, y'all. Happy birthday going out to you, Gigi. Happy belated birthday going out to you, Free. Happy birthday going out to you, 2 Foots. We're like this. Pull up to the demon, don't go. We're looking like I still do fraud. On the down with the garage. Well, this is G-shit, B-shit. Pull up on the demon, don't go. We're looking like I still do fraud. On the down with the garage. Hey, Bravo.
I'm off the leash now. Prada shoes are mean style. I'm making my way still by any means now. It's problem on the microphone. You catch me at the go-go when the beat flow. I spit a fucking cyclone. See, I'm the rapper they don't want to discuss. But a rap with black passion that alone says enough. Get your favorite rappers, organized niggas, line them up. You see a bunch of birds get hit by a bus. Now rock with me. Bravo sipping the top Remy. The same tone at the head. Grandpop's gypsy. We rockin', yeah. Well, so hard we got the devil scared. A good dude, rock flows, take the devil's wear. It's backwoods T, Kristen Lee, my man Doc. We rockin' with that black passion party. You gotta fuck with me. The fans in the stands. CZ shit. Bravo Red State. Hey.
Pull up on the demon, don't go. Looking like I still do fraud. On the down with the garage. Well, this is Z shit.
I pull up on the demon on God. Looking like I still do fraud. Hold it down with no garage. Back to the wood, spit it down, my man. Party, man. Do stand on the mix, we're gonna drop this one right here, man. This is gonna be called that Corona Crank Therapy. Go to town, Will. Pretty Biggie. Baby girl, what's up? Huh? Capri, yeah. You see my man Scout out there, Big Bad 103. They know about the money. VA stars and what they know about the money. One body was efforts and their view. Let's have with it, y'all. Pull up on the demon on God. We're looking like I still do fraud. We're on it down with no garage. What is this shit? Pull up on the demon on God. We're looking like I still do fraud. Down with no garage. Hey, Will, Ray, look. Cashews, everything around me. I say cashews, everything around DC. The money, I say cashews, everything around me. We get the money. I say cashews, everything around DC. Get the money. Hey, Ray, go to damn please. That's how you feel, Ray? Must be the mask. Must be the mask, Ray. Let's put my mask back on. Be that beat right there, y'all. Ray, go to town, Will. Let's have ya. fans in the stand. The Southeast, the belly of the R.I.P. my man Big Leg. Recipes fail. Back to the world. I say heaven to hell. We rockin' from hell. I say heaven to hell. We rockin' from hell. I say to God, heaven to hell. We rockin' from hell. Happy birthday when I see you at Nick Free. But shout out Gigi as well. Celebrate your birthday this Tuesday, Gigi. We gonna get you together this evening, though. Let's see, Lee.
Monkey lines are now in season. Lights on, that's the groove on. So I get digging to see, digging on you, digging on me, baby, 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 baby. It's all like that, it's all. Gotta be in love with something like that. I'm digging to see, digging on you, digging on me, baby, baby, ooh, baby, baby. It's all like that, it's all. Gotta be in love. Like this, it grew. Won't be nobody who could not care less. Who's there? Could have been like anywhere. I was chilling with my booty. With Miss Kelly came to be late. But you had a thing for me. Hardest thing you ever said. I must admit to you. Never the last. It turns me on. This time it has turned me on. Lights on, I guess the groove's on. So I get digging to say, digging on you, digging on me, baby, baby, ooh, baby, baby. It's all like that, it's all. Gotta be in love. I get digging to say, digging on you, digging on me, baby, 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 baby. It's all like that, it's all. So much does in that glass man or two. The big man 103 through. 311 star. The big A, come on. The sun of honeys. And let's share tea, hey.
let's work, yeah. Push that box way. Put us down this evening, y'all. Shout out to my man Stan. Shout out to you home. And nephew. Come on. The pretty biggie. Come on. Kaylee. You party with your daddy. We at Big Man. We at Junior. Do a triple time, y'all. Well, last time for sure. I spend most of my days on the road catching the flag. Catching the flag. I spend most of these nights on stage talking the ride. Walking the line. I send South to check out a couple been a part of my life. But that's what I do. We let it see y'all. Oh, yeah. I ain't forgetting about your bar, man. I ain't forgetting about your bar, baseline. Huh? I ain't forgetting about your bar, man. Hey, Marlo, you can get to this right here. Oh, baseline, come on. Yeah. One more time. Baseline, baseline. Huh? Hey, Ray, hey, Will, if I know, let's work. And now show, come on. Shout out to my glass man and family, y'all. Huh? The 103. To the right. Huh? Southeast family. Yeah. Uptown family. Back to the. If I know, drop the 808 bomb, let's work. Drop the 808 bomb, I know. Woo! 808, 808. I say 808. Hey, I know. 808. I said, who'll be the 808 and watch your baby too. You'll be the 808 and watch your baby too. I said, you'll be the 808 and watch your baby too. Leave it right there. If I know 808. Black Bass experience right here, y'all. You hear me? Goddamn will. Goddamn will. It's too sad that it work. Trying to get back to these beautiful ladies, y'all. Happy birthday going out to you, GG. Happy birthday going out to you, Capri. It's Lee. Let's get right into it, sis. Yeah.
You were somebody that I don't know. But you taking shots at me like a
For sure.
I'm just like, damn.
When I was like, yeah.
7 a.m.
Bitch, it's 7 a.m.
Say it in the street, that's a knockout.
Walk out.
You say it in the street, that's a cop out. I'm just like, hey.
When I was like, hey.
Are you okay?
Are you okay? Okay.
I ain't trying to mess with these self-expressions, but I'm not invested, disgusted, and obsessed about somebody else's woman. Hey.
You see where? Come on.
Sticks and stones never broke
When I'm
my
time. See where? Come on.
You need to calm down.
You need to calm down.
You're being too loud.
You're too
So
loud.
at home they like,
Come on.
need to just stop.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I tell you just now. Calm down, yeah.
Happy birthday, gonna take your ass to the stands. Happy birthday, Capri.
I said you need to calm down. Yeah, yeah.
It's your wrist. It's your wrist.
Calm down.
It's Lee. One more time.
Somebody that I don't know. But you're taking shots at me like it's
sure.
I'm just like, damn.
When I was like, yeah.
7 a.m.
7 a.m.
Come on, say it in the street, that's a knockout.
Knock out.
You say it in the street, that's a
Come
knockout.
on.
I'm just like, hey,
When I was like, hey.
are you okay?
Are you okay? Huh?
I ain't trying to mess with your self-expression, but I'm not invested in trying to mess with somebody else's woman.
See where? Come on.
Snakes and stones never broke my bones.
Southside.
You need to calm down.
Come on.
You're being too loud.
Sit down.
Step back and like, whoa.
hands in the stands, y'all. Shout out to the whole family out there, y'all. Tuning in this evening. Shout out to Brooklyn, y'all. Major League. Shout out to my one-man family, too, Mike. Love you, homie. Shout out to Kim and Scooby. Shout out to the JYP. Shout out to the BYP. Shout out to the NEG. The boy band. Happy birthday going out to the MCP, man. Happy birthday going out to you, Sean.
Birthday children.
Oh, so much love to all my global fans out there getting their thing on. Doing their thing, keeping it going through this pandemic, y'all. Good time. Good time. Come on. Southeast. We in a pandemic. We cranking through it, though, right? Yeah. 36. Minnesota. Check it out. One more time. Uptown. Recipes going out to my man Sleepy. Recipes, Tim. Combo Tim, R.I.P. going out to you too, home. You let it work, y'all. You let it work. Shout out to my old Beach Eye family too, Big E. Fifth letter, hope you tuning in right now, man. You one of the reasons why I keep this crank on, Big E. Fifth letter. Shout out to my man Killer Cow too, y'all. Gotta make sure I shout out all my homies, man. Killer. Happy birthday going out to all my sources that couldn't celebrate. Happy birthday, Big G, Hot Sauce, Stuffy. Happy birthday going out to all y'all, man. For sure. Yeah. Hey, Gigi, your birthday about to come up, right? Your birthday on Tuesday, Gigi. We gonna get your birthday tonight. We gonna get your birthday tonight. Happy. Hey. Gigi.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to them damn fans from the stands right here on Vox Wave. Ladies and gentlemen, before we go too far, I have to take a second to shout out our sponsor, the plug, the wizard himself. Get your ass into that Mitch Craft spell. That drip is something serious. It's contagious. As a matter of fact, listen. So y'all know I took a job on for COVID-19. And I've been counting every time I see somebody come in something of Montu's. So, last week, 64 different clothing items came through. And I've started this week, and I started this week on yesterday. And I went to work late yesterday. I'm already at 17 people. Let me tell y'all something. When it comes through the door, like this grin comes across my face. And I'm just looking like,
I I see somebody and I mean, what you know about that? You don't know.
I don't ask them nothing. I just smile because I know that they keep it Mitchcraft. Listen, and with Mitchcraft being the label, please keep in mind everything hippie. Everything hippie. Shout out to Sister Cuz. Shami in the building. Also a part of Abstract Excellence.
Yeah.
Fresh Drip. She does a lot of collabos under the Mitchcraft label. She is also a part of the Mitchcraft label. Between the two, listen, www.crankrock.com or www.everythinghippies.com.
Between the two, my pockets.
Get you.
See that?
Get you.
See all this lint?
For the people.
Let me drip a little swagger on you too.
A little bit of both.
Let me give you a little bit of all this loveliness. This glow.
Fire.
But hold up, let me let y'all.
Okay.
But hold on, let me also like. Don't make me pop out them keys. Like the back of my phone is Mitchcraft down to the side. Like it's not a game. It's also fan branded. But ladies and gentlemen, definitely have to say thank you to him for all of his love, all of his support, his wisdom, just for him being an absolutely amazingly dope, genuine individual in a world of opportunists. I don't have no other way to say it.
Shout out to his wife for putting up with the shit.
That's my. She's with the shit.
She is with the shit.
She's a part of the shit.
You ain't lying.
She's a part of the shit.
She's absolutely.
She's a part of the shit. They jumped me yesterday because I am not a Redskins fan. It just is what it is. I love them. I will go to war for them. Know that. I will pull up. Hop out. Car might not even be in park.
Right.
Gonna roll out.
Just work. All that.
Ghost ride the whip.
Listen. Ghost ride the whip.
On your ass.
In that Mitchcraft trip.
I got balls.
Shit. Work. You don't want it. All right.
Hold on, what we talking about release? Because should we let the world know about my single?
No, we're not talking about your little ashy single. There's no
R&B.
single. There is
cut
no
his mic.
single. Throat chop him. There is no single. But you can tune in to Abstract Excellence each and every Sunday, except for the first Sunday of the month.
Okay.
Find out about the single then.
No, do not find out
You
about
can.
the single.
You
No,
can tune in.
they don't.
They gonna let me do a
That's
live
not a
performance.
thing. That's not a
here.
thing.
On his show.
Boxway on my show.
You can catch him on Mr. JD Wright on all social media platforms. Ladies, he's gonna go live, baby oil with his little taco heads.
Oh.
No.
Wow.
Hey, no, I forgot about my. Hey, Pat, I'm not doing that.
We learning some new things, don't we, sis? We learning new things in here.
I'm not doing it. Don't text me, Slim. I swear, don't text me.
I can't breathe. Listen.
After hours.
Hey, the turn up be real, like you don't.
Hey, I forgot sis over there. Y'all know she antagonized. She like pumping.
She be with it.
Yeah. Push you. What's going on, sis?
Okay. See, you like me. She's me. You listen.
No, let me get you some.
So, before we went on break, I had a real moment.
You just give it a book in the pen.
Oh man.
I ain't had no lime green one.
But before we went on break, I had a real moment where I expressed things that have shaped my psyche, my mentality, as far as relationships, a lot of interactions with males that have defined and changed my perception on a lot of things. And one thing that I do want to say to you guys is, I don't think anybody in this room knew that.
I did.
You knew part of it.
Part of it.
Yeah, because you were at the other station when that fool called how many times?
Yeah, but we've also had conversations.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm saying you were there to physically see it.
Mm-hmm.
Like you.
Yeah. I was.
17 times in 4 minutes. You are ringing the phone at the radio station and messaging me simultaneously. All while threatening me, but telling me you love me. Ladies, that's not love. It's not love. And that came from what does love mean to you? A lot of things that a lot of us don't know how to do or do fully and honestly is forgive. So my next question is, this one I know is going to cause a whole lot of, don't you look at me like that, sir, to the left of me. What does forgiveness mean to you? You hate me, don't you? I know. It's life. I feel Gigi's eyes burning the side of my face.
I'm going to just get it out the way right
The
now.
love one was easy.
Forgiveness means nothing to me if it's not genuine.
What does that mean, though?
What does what mean?
I knew it was coming.
What does genuine mean for forgiveness? What does that mean?
What do you mean? If a motherfucker, if you plan on forgiving someone and you don't really mean it, like you just say it, just to smooth things over, but you really haven't forgiven.
You really don't forgive.
So don't ask me no idiotic question again about what does that mean. No, go just answer the question.
Hold on.
Don't no. Just don't answer the question.
Let's get ready to rumble! Yes! Yeah, I knew it was coming. And it wasn't me this time, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all always swear it's me. It wasn't me. Again.
No, because I'm not even going to do it with you.
But wait.
I don't know.
Okay.
You say if it's genuine, right? So I forgive you, right?
And you
but
don't
you
really
can
mean it.
still act crazy?
No. If you say you forgive me, but you don't really forgive me, then it wasn't genuine to begin with. You just said it just to.
You just said it.
Like if the situation, if something happened,
People can't hear you.
they can hear me. If something happened, and to avoid a situation or avoid it from going any further or whatever, and you just you forgive them. If it's not genuine, if you really didn't forgive them, and you constantly keep bringing it up, then it's not genuine.
No point.
See, that's what. How can I get that? See,
Just
you
shut
have
up.
to be
Just
that
leave me
aggressive.
alone.
He needed to understand.
I don't want to talk anymore.
I have to.
Oh.
Let's go.
You healing right now,
So
Gigi.
what does forgiveness mean to you? So forgiveness means to me the biggest thing, or I think the hardest thing I had to do was first forgive the person who abused me as a child. And I did that to release myself to move on.
And to forgive yourself for
And
holding.
that was the second thing. So that's two things why what forgiveness means to me. I had to forgive my abuser to move on, and then I also had to forgive myself or apologize to myself. So it wasn't for the other person, like you said, fuck you, Like those things right there will hold you back. Something motherfucking terrible. Like got to drop it. Because that's, and I think that's what he's saying, like, is that it? Trying to bring more out of you, and you just like, that's it.
Yeah, that's what I was really.
I don't want to go any deeper.
Yeah, but how do we
I don't want to go any deeper.
So how do we get to, you being able to move on? Because some people,
I would go to a therapist.
If anything happened to you and they couldn't say sorry, would you hold on to the hurt and you'll never hear it from the person who hurt you?
I hear sorry a lot.
It's a lot deeper rooted with her. Like you can hear it.
Yeah.
Like
for
and
sure.
it's not.
For sure.
It's not a judgmental thing,
Right.
but like with her saying I would rather go to a therapist, that is like saying to me like
I'm not gonna go any further.
I'm not going any deeper. I don't want to talk about it. Please stop talking to me about it. Like that's her language.
Well, see, and that's me because I've been in therapy since about 6 or 7. So I've always been vocal, and I would never want to push somebody else.
And I want to say this. I wasn't making light of your situation.
Lord,
I'm
scared.
Understand what sincere meant.
Yeah.
So I wasn't making light of your situation.
That's what I think, because JD is very passionate like that. So I know he's...
Hello?
Caller, you're on the air live with them damn fans. Hello.
Hello?
Oh, we in trouble. It sound like your mama.
Mama, that was mama.
Yeah. Hello?
We in trouble. Why is she still up?
Hey, Mom.
That's
You're
CMOS.
not in trouble. You're not in trouble.
It's that CMOS.
I'm just looking at my baby, and she does have a lot of pain in her face. And you can see it, and my heart is hurting right about now. It's hurting really bad.
Okay.
But I know that this conversation today is going to release it. She don't want to see it. Her head is dropped, but she's going to be better. You're going to be better, baby. You're going to be so much better. You're going to have to go home tonight, put your head in your pillow and cry it out and let it go. Because the person and the things that have been done to you, they're having a good life. They're living their best life. But you're not. You got to let it go so that you can live your best life. You don't let anybody steal your joy. I don't care if they beat you, drag you down the street. That was then. Yes, it hurts. I've been through some pain too, girl. It hurts. But that person was living up on a mansion, enjoying his life, having a good time. And I walked around with that pain in my chest and hurt. And like baby girl said, sometimes you got to forgive yourself and then forgive them because you got to move on. Because the way you're feeling now, you have a stroke. Your body is limp. You can't smile. I watch you in the hall one day. I'm talking to you. Your face is just frowning all across your forehead. Well, from this point on, there will be no more frowns across your forehead. Because I'm asking God to release it. I want joy in your face. When the next time I see you, I want you to smile. Just like it hurts to frown, I want you to smile, to have that big smile on your face so that you can smile with joy in your heart. Because it's coming. You had enough pain. It's coming. Don't let nobody steal your joy no longer. Nobody. Nobody's supposed to steal your joy. God didn't put nobody down here to steal your joy. He wants you to have joy. You is his child. He wants you to enjoy life. Not live in misery. And I want you to hear me strongly because you're a strong woman and you have a strong backbone about you and you don't want to let anybody in. Well, I'm in it now. And I'm going to be praying on my knees for you. And we're going to get that release.
All right, baby.
I love y'all.
Mama.
Keep up with your good show.
We love you too.
The spirit of Vox Wave, y'all.
Man.
What a lot of people don't understand is that a lot of trauma that causes relationship issues stemmed from a childhood.
Exactly.
And people hold on to that trauma. They hold on to that pain. It manifests in them daily until they realize that they have to forgive. They have to release. They have to, in order to truly forgive. Forgiveness, to me, means forgetting. And I get that from just...
The drugs.
No, not the drugs.
LSD.
No LSD. But like genuine reciprocity.
Okay.
Because if I say I forgive you, but I'm still harboring, whatever I put into the world is going to be of that harboring spirit. So that's what I'm going to continue to get back. You're harboring negative energy. So whatever you put into the world is what you're going to get back that same way. So you have to forgive the person for what they did to you. You have to forgive yourself for bottling up, tolerating, accepting, compiling shit, blaming yourself, the self-esteem issues, the years you slighted yourself. Like, it's so much. Yeah. Let me tell you something. And these two will tell you all the time when we have conversations and I say, well, I'm working on doing this. And they're like, you going to pull it off? And I'm like, I don't know. And they're like, you tripping. You always, like, you make a way out of no way. You're being humble. What you don't understand is A lot of that stems from things that I went through in childhood. Like that self-doubt is from things I went through in childhood. It's from, I was never raised to be beautiful. I was raised to be intelligent. I was raised to be well-rounded. I can change my tire. I can change my own oil. I can use the level. I can garden. I can do hair, nails, makeup. I can cook. Like I was raised, and I'm very well versed. Stan will tell you we have the world's greatest debates. It's like the Clash of the Titans. But 5 minutes later, if I have something he eats, you hungry?
That's a fact.
Because I believe iron still sharpens iron.
That's right.
But a lot of things in my childhood have still made me reluctant from dealing with men.
Me too.
Reluctant from entering into a lot of situations.
You feel like you got that connection back as a woman, as you grew. How did you get that connection back?
My child. Whole nother part of the struggle. I am not a child support baby mother. I'm not a court system baby mother. I believe that no one should have to tell you to take care of your fucking responsibilities,
Absolutely.
whether it be financial, emotional, mental, any of that.
We on the same page.
I'm not going to beg you. I'm not going to chase you.
No.
I'm not taking time off from work to go to the fucking courthouse. You want to know why? Because then that means that next week, while my child is still eating the things that he eats, I may not eat. I don't feel like you need a court order to take care of your responsibilities.
Nope.
And I'm not going to force you to, because guess what? At the end of the day, that's between you, your child, and God. Because by hook or by crook, if I have to sell my ass or steal, my son is never going to be without. That was always my mindset. That was always my mindset. Regardless of how anybody feels, pimping is pimping. You're going to pay for it with a date. You're going to pay for it with some roses. You're going to pay for you. Don't take it personal, but if my child needs to eat, and I have to do whatever I have to do to feed him, I'm going to do it.
Because I got to add, because you...
Let's go. Let's get it.
Forgiveness is forgetting. How do you forget something like that? You can't forget you had to go through that. You can't forget that you just... Everything you just said, how do you forgive that person and then forget it?
I can. So this is the thing y'all don't know about me, and Gigi is going to laugh her face off because I've said this several times, and I mean it. I kill people off in my head. I eulogize them. I have a funeral. I play their music, and it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
This is an epic...
This
is epic therapy.
Right? How many times have I said it? You've been in the car with me.
I have been...
She's witnessed it.
Accused of being accomplished once in my life.
Accomplished.
I'm not anyone else's accomplice.
Did you say I'm crazy?
In a good way.
I know nothing. I know nothing, see nothing, hear nothing. I see nothing.
I refuse.
Whose funeral was it? Did you attend?
She was there for the funeral.
That's all right.
You know, I
know she can say that on the
She can't say it on the air.
I
We'll tell you when we get off the air. But I refuse.
Was it in Charlotte?
It definitely was.
You know,
I refuse.
I know nothing.
I refuse.
The target gets closer.
And I'm going to say this as nicely as I can. I refuse to give any of y'all motherfuckers the power to dictate my day, my hour, my minute, my second. Fuck you, okay? You want to know why? Because life is too short to give you that power. And you want to know why? Because while I'm sitting here feeling all jocked up and all out of the way, you are living your best life. You happy. You done moved on. You out here doing the walk. You, you understand me? You happy feeding down the street. And I'm in the house like a whole pump. Baggy, watery eyes. Y'all FaceTiming me. Girl, my reception bad. Whole time I look a hot mess. Like I'm I'm not attending that video chat. I give you audio all day. But that also came from a lot of hurt. And I believe that a lot of hurt is self-inflicted because we go against our spirit guide. Your gut tells you exactly, like your gut, like if you're having a conversation with somebody and it's just not sitting right with you, nigga, it's not sitting right for a reason. If you laying down with somebody and giving them your life, because every time you lay in the bed with somebody, you put your life on the line for that person, period. And you get up and you feel empty, you're a dickhead for continuing to do it. You're an enabler. You enable their poor behavior. You enable their mistreatment of your body. You enable their mistreatment of your mental. You enable their mistreatment of your whole being.
Does that work both ways?
It does.
Yes.
It does. Because if you know that you're constantly taking from a person.
The answer I'm asking.
But if you know that you're constantly taking from a person, and you're constantly taking, and you're never giving, you're a predator. Yeah. You're a narcissist. Mm-hmm. You're a sociopath. Mm-hmm. You are a fucked up individual.
How about if you told the person up front exactly what you are, but they still, as women do, and me being a lesbian,
but you know that's
what, guy, you always say, oh, that's okay. Plenty case. I smoke a lot. That's okay. But when I'm on my 8th jag for the day, again.
But this is the thing. We've talked.
It's not fair.
That ain't fair.
But we've talked. But we've talked about. But we've talked about this.
You lie.
But we've talked about this. The problem is, and this is coming from a woman who was trained to think this way. Mm-hmm. Ladies, the words that are about to come out of my mouth would make y'all want to pull my chick card, but I don't care. A lot of these heifers think they got the best. I don't know how to use the word. They think they have the best lady parts in America. Okay. They think they are the juiciest, moistest, tightest, rightest. But what you don't understand is that comes a dime a dozen. And that's not, you can't change a grown ass anybody unless you're changing their diaper. You can't change them. Put your hand down, sir. I'm not finished. And I'm not even going to look. That's the educator in me. Y'all saw that? The educator in me. You can't change a person. But women hear what they want to hear.
Yeah, that's fact.
Women hear, I'm not going to say women. Females who are not in tune with what you are saying hear what they want to hear. And they believe that they can change you into being who and what it is that they want you to be. Without understanding that that is the same form of control that you do not want a man to bestow or put upon you.
Thank you.
What's your next question? Let's go. Like y'all want to do this? Y'all want to do this with me today? Cause this gonna go down. Like I know y'all heifers mad at me. But let's just be funky. Let's just be real.
Absolutely no sense because you cannot charge a man for being a man. Oh, y'all dudes ain't nothing. All y'all want to do is that's all y'all want to do is physical, right? But then the main thing you throwing at the situation is your body. It's how good your coochie is. Yep. It's how corny you are. You can't be mad at a dude. What are you supposed to do?
Yeah.
You don't entertain it as a man. If you're a man, you don't entertain it.
Listen, I understand this as a 39-year-old man, but as a 32-year-old man,
put your ping back in that zippy thing and don't
ping
even lay down
back in the
with
zippy
her.
thing.
But see, this is what I'm saying. Hold on.
But y'all don't understand it. For a woman, when she gives her body for a female, I'm not going to use the word woman, for a lot of self-centered, low self-esteem, nothing else to offer females, when they lay down with you, they feel like that means an instant emotional connection because they gave their temple to you. But it's not a temple if the whole hood didn't have it. You are a Super 8 motel.
Well, what about men?
Same thing for them too. They're whores too. I'm not discounting that, but I can only speak from a woman's perspective.
They now have communal dick.
That's what I was going to say. You know what I mean?
Listen, there's no differentiating in community and your zippy thing.
Right, but see, that's from a woman perspective.
I'm arguing levels of maturity. I'm saying to you, like, the expectation that everybody's gonna meet the same level at the same time.
No one isn't. Just, but
you get what I'm saying?
We've had our talk.
Yeah,
and my thing is, so me, Gigi knows the situation I was dealing with. So I dealt with a dude, and I said to the dude, like, what are we? This nigga says it's just great sex.
He's been honest.
What? But listen, and I took that honesty, and guess what I did? I boxed him in that honesty. You don't get outside of that honesty. The nigga changed his mind. I want a relationship. I want to be with you. No, you don't, my brother. Because when I had a conversation with you, your words boxed me in. So that's the box I put you in, and you do not evolve from that box. Because that is all you thought of me. Mm-hmm. You did not even give me the opportunity to say, listen, it's physical right now, but I believe we can grow. And Gigi will tell you, I spent more time at that nigga house than I did at my house.
I have a question. What was the reason for to continue on? If
I didn't continue on.
If
I didn't.
Decision was poor.
I didn't.
You wouldn't even got a chance.
Look at Gigi. Gigi, like she did. I cut him off. I don't play those games. Let me tell you why I don't play those games. Because I have learned to know my worth. And when I ask questions because I need you to verbally tell me what it is. Because my gut has already told me what it is. I want to see if you're man enough to tell me the truth.
Is that from childhood as well?
Which part?
With your dad not being able to show, like you said,
affection.
Emotionally or affection. Right?
Yeah.
Is that, so you do that to men, or is that to your women counterparts in relationships?
I ask for honesty from everybody. Like, I've been associated with a lot of sucker ass niggas who, instead of talking to me, they run around town and talk to everybody else about me.
Ooh. What Chuck? Wait.
I got a question.
Oh, there he is. Hey, Chuck.
And that has put me at a place where I have gone back to being very secretive. Don't drop your head. You don't have to drop your head. That has put me back in a place where I've become very secretive. Because this is the thing a lot of people don't understand.
I'm going back in my corner.
This is the thing a lot of people don't understand. Though you may feel however you feel about me, be mindful of who you talking to about me. Be very mindful. Be very mindful. Because just because I don't lash out or strike back don't mean I don't know.
We'll pull up.
It just means that all you've done is expose exactly who you are to everybody else on the face of this planet.
Showing your thongs.
To the people that are close to me, I already told them what you were. And all you did was stamp it. Sucker.
Oh. That was directed. So y'all know, that was directed
to several people
without directing it.
But that does go back to my childhood. You want to know why? Because I was raised in a household where I was taught that you could express yourself as long as you were respectful. Like, I was trained, and I know Stan hates that word, but I was trained to challenge my teachers.
Word.
If I'm in class and you tell me something and I know it's contrary, I was trained to come to you with the facts to show you where you are teaching me the wrong way, thus failing me. So let me show you where your actual is not factual and where you need to correct it. Because on this test, I put the correct answer, but you want me to go with the textbook answer. But I was raised different.
Right.
I was raised to research. I was raised to know facts. I was raised to be well-rounded. Like I said, I wasn't raised to just lay down with every Tom, Dick, and Harry, or every Harry, Dick on a Tom. I wasn't raised that way. So, like,
Harry, Dick on a Tom.
That's what it is.
Okay.
But that's why dating now is backwards for me. Like, the way they date now, you meet a dude. Well, you social media meet. You meet and beat. If it's good, you meet and beat again. And then it's an unspoken relationship with expectations. Who's that girl putting heart eyes under your post on IG? Who is that girl loving all your posts on Facebook? Like, it's an unspoken relationship. I wasn't raised that way. I wasn't.
My question to everybody,
especially everybody,
everyone.
Oh, welcome.
in
The
this
professor.
wonderful place.
Here we go with this bullshit. He on his best bullshit, y'all.
Nah, you know, I'm curious because the constant conversation about men is always all the negative. What are the exceptions to the rule? What are the ladies' experience with the man who is the exception to the rule? Because I don't fit into none of these narratives that people be talking about. So I find myself in a lot of these conversations.
But to other women,
Exactly.
What to other women? But
my cousin and I say that.
But see,
y'all,
but let me say this.
Somebody is thinking of that.
Right about me.
But that goes,
Right,
but that
because
goes both ways though.
Stereotype.
But that goes both ways.
It's not a stereotype.
It goes both
That's
ways.
what she made them
is.
feel.
It goes both ways.
What you don't understand. What
That's
you
the thing. We love you.
you
but I
you
don't
can
know what
listen.
you made
I ain't-
them
What y'all men say about women?
While I understand that you can
Hello?
only be
It's
while
not.
I understand that you can only be responsible for what you say, you also have to be accountable for the way you make that person feel. That's the part that's missing in the whole relationship.
Well,
But you have to be dealing with somebody who's vulnerable
I'm gonna
enough
I
to
wanna-
tell you how they
I want
felt
to
about
piggyback
what
on
you
that.
said or did.
I want to piggyback on that. Okay. In this scenario, right? Okay. How that goes both ways is that every time we have this conversation about relationships, men have few opportunities to really give their perspective. It becomes a female-dominated conversation, and our perspective is not up for consideration or debate. We can be totally honest because this thing is steered all the way to just the female perspective, and every time that I try to enter with the man's perspective, somehow that's not as viable or important, or it does not hold as much substance.
Nobody said it wasn't viable or important.
I mean, it's not what you're saying, it's in the action and in the receiving of the message. I've never got to make a full point this whole night. I'm just keeping it honest. And this is how men feel when we want to express. I did not. If you don't give me this high five, if you don't give me this high five, when I never even got to talk about the magic of words and relationship. That was my whole point. I never talked about that. And every time I want to make a point, just like right now, I didn't even make my point. I didn't make my point before everybody interjected. Just like I'm saying, just like right now. Before.
Thank you.
Before I even. No, I'm serious though. Like seriously, brothers like me exist. You know what I'm saying? But just like Capri said earlier, we yell. We're outspoken. And we have strong characters. Now, with that strong, hold on.
To a damaged person.
Hold on.
To a damaged personality. It's a problem.
She don't want me to get loud, but then she don't want me to input.
Somebody gotta give up. With these strong personalities.
No, I love her. We can go on for days. Because she's not going to back down. I ain't going to back down. That's our personality. But I love that about her. I don't want her to change that. But she want me to change, though.
No.
I just want to make my point.
All I'm saying.
I just want to make my point.
All I'm saying.
I just want to make my point.
You are. Thank you.
All night. I just want to make my point.
All I'm saying to you is.
All night.
Your point is not received because of the way.
I never made it.
Because you do stuff like this.
You making me do this because you're interjecting when I'm trying to make. I was speaking very eloquently in this wonderful place.
A weak individual.
I'm not weak.
If I can make
I'm
you
not
do
weak.
anything, you're weak.
Listen, ain't nothing about me weak. I suffer no illness of confidence.
You're weak.
I'm extremely confident. Nobody can take my confidence. Ain't nothing weak about me.
Stan about to get put off the show. We got 13 minutes.
I will have to get put off because
you about to.
Listen, I never even made my point.
That's
I'm still coming back to the point that I never made my point.
Please, let's get to it.
Right. Now we done gone around the world.
You took us around the world. You continue to take us around the world. You never get, because you don't get straight to the point. No one has time for a 20-minute soliloquy about what it is.
I was not giving you a 20-minute soliloquy.
That's what it always
I gave you 2 words and you interjected.
In the end, hold on. In the end, right?
In the end, hold on. Let me say something.
Please.
I want to say something because okay, y'all throwing up all this stuff. Okay, the brother don't take care of his children. All this and all that. It's a lot of revolutionary brothers out here that a lot of sisters don't deal with. Like, I think that's totally ridiculous. I'm going to tell you why, right? The first time I ever thought about having children, right? This is me. And there's a lot of brothers out here like me. It's a lot of Moors out here. It's a lot of people with high science. But the average sister don't want to deal with that. The brother's too strong-minded. He got too much independence. He got too much intelligence. You understand what I'm saying? But I would never let my woman go out like that. You understand? And I'm going to explain to you how. Trust principle.
2 minutes.
Right. 2 minutes. Y'all see the interruption. Trust principle.
It's 10:18. We still have to wrap up. That wasn't interruption. That was
Are
honesty.
It's all right. It's your show. Go ahead.
No. Who stopped him?
Go ahead.
Thank you, sister. Cuz. See,
Nah.
you see how he did it?
I'm good with the 2 minutes. I don't even want.
Come on, Flo, brother. You know, I like.
I gotta flow somewhere else because she don't want me to flow. She don't want me to flow.
I'm in my corner.
Can you look at me?
ABX now.
How did I stop him from flowing when I'm just giving him a time check because I know that he's not aware of the time.
So
I know he's not.
I made a point outside, which is the most important part of all of this, which is what the show was about.
Exactly. See? You see what the fuck I'm saying?
Maybe I need to get super aggressive here.
No one needs to be aggressive. That's part of the problem with the male and female psyche.
I know. I'm trying to. I'm just trying to communicate.
You are on the air live with them damn fans. Caller. Hello?
Hello. I have a question.
Yes,
Just
ma'am.
one question. I'm looking at y'all, but times are different when I see.
You got it. Listen. You got to go too. You got to go.
You got a son. How old is your son?
Don't you do her like that?
Hang up, please. I'm trying
Capri,
to get a point
how old is your son?
Don't you put her off the phone?
Hang up, please.
No, because see, I'm listening to y'all, and I'm not taking sides with the fellas, but you as a mother got a son. You ain't gonna let your son be around everybody, okay? And you don't want him hurt, okay? So now we started talking about how dogs and men are, and how raunchy they can be. With this younger generation coming up now, these females, I guess I'm going to get kicked to the curb too. They have no morals, no respect for themselves, and you don't want your son dibbing and dabbing and everything because she got a big behind, big breast.
We definitely touched on that, and that's why I said
so
women should not lay down with every man.
These females are just as bad as the males now.
Look, and he's blown.
This younger generation.
Sprinkle of that stuff.
You know, so it's kind of hard when you say,
listen,
the man is the dog. Well, the woman is the cat now, and she begins to come like a snake.
Ma'am.
So it's kind of rough out here.
You
I'm not taking sides with either. But when I watch the younger women from the age of 18 to 35, I'm saying, what's up? What's your morals? They have none. Most of them are very independent. They about to get off the air. But that ain't what they want. They want a little jump into bed and jump out. You got to have a little muscle. You got to have 121 inches and a little strong on the shoulder. So, you know, hey, it's two-sided.
He done muted her.
See you later, mama.
But that's also...
She gonna kick y'all asses.
She definitely gonna do that.
But that's also.
You know we are not.
Go ahead.
Sis, she will go.
Sir, your point.
Mom, just so you know,
it wasn't us.
It wasn't us. It was him and nephew.
She said
I don't want no problems with mom. Okay, it was nephew and your son here. They conspired together.
Listen,
he's dubbing her.
This is all family and team. I go through this and y'all don't even understand. I really don't. Y'all don't know. Y'all Pound still there? Y'all don't know.
Fuck you, Pound.
I was saying outside when they were kind of doing the same thing they just doing on air.
Man, I love Pre. That's my girl. She gonna tell me like it is. I appreciate that.
Growth is uncomfortable. So wherever we looking, camera, whatever, we need to get this point.
The camera's right there.
Wherever we going with all around the room. Relationships, if you're gonna really seriously, if this is what you really want, you need to understand it's not for the faint of heart. It's not for the weak. And it's not for the selfish. So understand when you're going into a situation in a relationship, this whole man-woman thing, it's about being sensitive and vulnerable at the same time. You're sensitive to the person's needs, but also vulnerable with who you are, because you can't expect someone that you're not willing to give.
Respect.
It's called reciprocity.
Amen. Thank y'all for letting me get that out. That's all I've been trying to say.
Good job, bruh.
Thank you. Want to exhale? No. Just let off on a sec. No.
The encouragement.
In the end, I appreciate it all. You know
I mean, it's all, but it's all growing pains.
Yeah.
It's all growing pains. Like, as a mother, since you want to bring that portion up, Mom, this is just for you. I have never badmouthed my son's father to my son. I have never done anything to taint his perception of his other parental unit. I gave his father the opportunity to do that for himself. Because like I said earlier, at the end of the day, their relationship is between him, his father, and God. I also spoke on males who had mommy issues, who did not get the things that they needed from their mom. I also spoke for empty females who feel like they have to lay down in order to accomplish a relationship or any form of standard or high standing with males as well. Like, I didn't duck any of that. I told you, growing up, I wasn't trained to be a sexual being. Like, I wore bodysuits, and the first time someone was like, "Dad, da-da-da-da," I felt uncomfortable. So now I'm covering up every part of my body. I was never raised to put that on it'll make you look like your butt fat. Like, that wasn't a thing. I wasn't raised or trained for that type of attention, but there are females who thrive off of that.
I was a tomboy, didn't have a body either, but still things like that happen. And for me, that's how I knew males were so strong in a sexual being, because in no way was I ever trying to even look sexy or cute.
But here's the flip to that.
Even in this, it's and
oh, they trying to hit.
It's okay because I know I'm a woman.
Because,
but
you know what the other part is? The same way every female wants to change that dog nigga into a good man, niggas want to knock you back straight, shawty. Just so you know, don't you ever forget that. But I'm just telling you, listen, it goes back to the forbidden fruit.
Right.
It goes back to the people want what they normally cannot attain. They have to achieve it. I have to do it.
And I know men, they'll try until they do it.
Can I tell you a secret? Females will too.
True.
Oh,
do it in different ways.
Listen, females will cook for you. They'll be your friend to the end. Your baby mother start tripping. Got him. That's how they think.
Because y'all made me feel some type of way.
I do need y'all to know, understand, we're definitely about to continue this conversation off the air. Gigi, we staying on your channel?
Oh, Lord.
Facebook Live. We gonna stay live for y'all.
Yeah, I don't really understand.
Vox Wave, we about to peace out.
Yeah, y'all can say that. Like, all this talk about y'all is just going about all that, right? With the men and the men and the men and the men and the men.
Right.
But we definitely will tell you what I said. I got a whole kid from situation that I ain't seen in 5 years because she knew the situation. Man, listen, yeah, we're gonna wait till this because y'all don't even understand. You're not getting what I'm trying to tell you. You're not getting what I'm saying to you. Like, listen, there are dudes out here, like you said, that legitimately keep it completely clean up front. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, I'm going through XYZ, this is this is that, this is this, this is that. And there are also dudes that, if you honest, like, you got these same dudes that think, you know what? You
both parties, your baby mama and the other one.
Thinks that you're going to keep it clean, and you don't keep it clean. And what I mean by keep it clean is, listen, if I done told you all this, I don't expect you to try to get over on me on the back end, and you plan a whole long-term plan to the point where you know I'm a man. At some point, this nigga's gonna be a man. Ain't no way. And I never see that point. But I'm saying it's.
But you're saying that after you had the sex. That's not
nah, no, I'm not.
You should think about that before you stick
I should. Hold on. I should. Hold on. And this is when I say. No, you're not getting it.
I don't feel like anybody should be sleeping with anybody unprotected unless you are in a fully
really don't know what this is.
Committed relationship.
He didn't say that.
What about exactly? What about when it's protected?
You shouldn't be sleeping with her. If y'all mentals are not the
Somehow,
same, if your mental
it's always the man.
No, I didn't say it was his fault. It's her fault fucking too. If y'all are not on the same page, you should not engage. Period.
I don't agree.
You don't have to agree.
But
that's why you deal with crazy females, and there's crazy females out here because you engage unnecessarily.
I think the whole part of what I'm saying to you, what you saying is absolutely correct logically.
Right.
But what I'm saying to you is, if any one of y'all see and tell me you ain't never had a night where you feeling how you feeling, you drunk, you twisted, you whatever, you with somebody you feeling good with, and it ain't no force, it ain't no nothing. It's mutual, it's reciprocal in that moment because you feeling how you feeling, and you ain't necessarily gotta be intoxicated. It just might be the moment. Y'all, you sitting here telling me everybody at this table is completely clean and don't have moments.
Right.
If you sitting here telling me
no, nobody is saying
Wait,
that.
what?
Right.
But it's the direction in which that moment goes with you. It's that.
Did somebody come in the door?
Same thing in that moment.
Yeah, that's the same.
Y'all not
Okay.
cruising.
Exactly.
Y'all be on
It's the same. If you do that,
it ain't the same for
if you do that, right, and then you do it again, okay, I got you. You make the same mistake twice, I got nigga, that's not a mistake. But if you saying you did something and this situation caused you this situation on this one go in my life, as a result, you can see what I do. You can see who I am. Ain't no way you about to tell me.
All right, ladies and gentlemen,
You know
I'm
something
so
different?
sorry to say this to you guys, but
We talked about this.
we are going to continue this conversation off air because apparently we got some stuff we need to finish talking about. Thank you guys for tuning in to the very first Battle of the Sexes right here on Fans from the Stands, along with Abstract Excellence. I need y'all to know and understand that this will not be the last conversation. We will have another one.
Oh, God.
And another one.
Oh, God.
And possibly another one.
Oh, God.
But shout out to the plug, our sponsor, Monsu himself. Make sure you keep it Mitchcraft. Go on over to www.crankrock.com and www.everythinghippiespies everythinghippies.com. Get you some of this official drip.
She said that too fast. Y'all ain't get it.
Oh, and subscribe to our channel on YouTube.
Oh.
Abstract Excellence. Please do catch up with us. We got some episodes up there. ABX TRAKTXCILENCE.
Wait a minute.
Abstract Excellence.
And ladies and gentlemen, please make sure that you guys stay tuned into Everything Fan, that damn fan brand. We got some stuff coming up for y'all.
If y'all didn't catch that, play it back so y'all can...
Crank Rock, CRAN.
Oh, so we gonna do the spelling bee thing?
KROCK.com and Everything Hippies
with an S.
With an S.
Not a Z.
.com. Get you some of that hippie drip. Get you some of that good Mitchcraft. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you, Voxwave, for being the platform. I know we're a little bit out of the norm. We're a minute over, but we are OUT out. See you guys next week. Flyer dropping soon. Thank you to Abstract Excellence and everybody that's tuned in tonight. We are definitely about to finish this after hours. I'm going to end this live and start another one after I grab my food because this is about to be a real chat. I wish we could do it the way I really want to do it, like a whole... We out. In that nephew, because I can't say what I want to say on the Vox Wave Airways.
Doing that thing, keeping it going through this pandemic, yeah. Good time. Good time. Come on. Southeast. We in the pandemic, we cranking through it though, right? Yeah. 36. Man, it's so up. Take it down, one more time. Uptown. Recipes going out to my man Sleepy. Recipes, Tim. Come on, Tim. All right, we going out to you too, home. Child family too, Big E. Fifth letter, I hope you tuning in right now, man. You one of the reasons why I keep this crank on, Big E. Fifth letter. Shout out to my man Killer Gal too, y'all. Gotta make sure I shout out all my homies, man. Killer. Happy birthday going out to all my tourists that couldn't celebrate. Happy birthday, Big G, Hot Sauce, Stuffy. Happy birthday going out to all y'all, man. Yeah. Hey, Gigi, your birthday about to come up, right? Your birthday on Tuesday, Gigi.